Good morning, Yulia, and hello, everyone. Last time we discussed the future of innovation, AI, and global startup ecosystems. Today's discussion is more practical. We will understand what actually happens inside an accelerator, how founders mentored, and how the businesses scale. Yulia, what is exactly is the business acceleration? Many founders hear the word incubator, accelerator, mentor. Could you explain what is incubation, what is acceleration, where does mentoring fit, and when should a startup should join an accelerator? Please.
Hello, Sumit, and hello, everyone. I'd like to explain what exactly is business acceleration in Russia, because I live and I work in Russia. And my short answer is acceleration. It's a hybrid in Russia, part Silicon Valley, part state industrial logic. In Russia, acceleration isn't just about demo days and pitch practice. It's a structured, high-intensity pipeline that moves deep tech projects from lab to market. We have three layers. First one is corporate accelerators by Sber, Rostec, Gazpromneft, and other corporations. They are focused on internal innovation and supply chain modernization. The second layer is regional government accelerators by Skolkovo, Innopolis, regional development institutes. They are aimed at diversifying local economies and creating jobs. And the third layer is private vertical specific programs. For instance, fintech, agri-tech, industrial AI, etc. They are built by successful ex-founders and VCs. Well, the Russian model is heavily mentor-driven and outcome-obsessed. We measure contracts signed, patents filed, and revenue generated during the accelerator period and the following 12 months after its completion. It's acceleration with a heavy dose of real world pressure, I'd rather say. And it's frankly that our founders needed.
Many entrepreneurs believe that joining an accelerator automatically guarantees the funding. Why they misunderstood or misunderstand this particular aspect of business or the incubators or the accelerators?
This is a myth about startup accelerators, and you need to work hardly to achieve your goals during acceleration period. And the other myth is that accelerators are for early stage, unexperienced founders who need basic training. The best programs are for growth stage startups with product market fit and early revenue. This is the reality. And they don't need how to write a pitch. They need introductions to first enterprise clients, help navigating complex regulations and co-investments to close funding rounds. And the second or the third myth is that acceleration is a one-size-fits-all factory. It's not. In Russia, most effective programs are vertical specific. For instance, only industrial AI or only medtech. Generalist accelerators are dying because they don't deliver concrete outcomes. niche, hands-on, high-touch programs survive and thrive.
You talked about the outcomes. So let's understand what goes inside a startup accelerator and what actually happens when a startup joins the acceleration program. So can you walk us through the week one, week two, midday, and maybe the demo day program and what KPIs, because you are talking about the outcome. So what KPIs are the founders expected to achieve when they would have joined this sort of an acceleration program?
These factors vary from the accelerator type, and usually founders set their goals in the beginning of accelerator, and we measure three main things. Usually, first one is revenue growth, not projected, but actual signed contracts with new clients within acceleration period and 12 months post-program. Our target usually is 3x growth for early stage and 2x for growth stage. Second main thing is capital raised. We measure it within 18 months after acceleration started. Our program must show usually a 5x multiplier on the capital they invested in startups. This indicator is assessed by those accelerators that invest in startups themselves. And the third metric is jobs created, especially high-skilled technical roles. Governments care about this. Investors care about the validation it implies. There are some called vanity metrics, such as number of graduates, satisfaction scores, press mentions, but they are important for state-supported acceleration programs. We also track survival rate for early-stage startups at 24 months, and our target usually is over 70%.
Wow, that's a steep target. So let's also understand what goes into the selection of a startup, because let's suppose 500 candidates apply, 20 are selected, or maybe 10 are selected. What qualities do accelerators look for? Uh, do you invest more in founders, technology, market, execution, team, mindset? How do you do this selection, and what parameters are paramount for the selection and also the investments?
If you run a state-supported accelerator, there are specific metrics such as the main field where company operates, the number of employees at the startup, and we select startups according to these restrictions put by our state partner of accelerator. And of course, we estimate founders. Usually, we arrange a series of interviews with founders to be sure that they do understand what acceleration is, and they are ready to work hard within 3 or 6 months during acceleration program.
Okay, let's talk about the mentoring versus consulting, because you are anyway going towards that side when we are talking about a time bound of sort of a window. So, what is the difference between mentoring and consulting when it comes to the startups? Because it is also confusing, and how they are different. And when should a founder seek each one of them? Like, when should they go for a mentoring, and when should they go for a consulting?
Consulting is when you diagnose the problem and provide a solution. You're hired for your expertise. You deliver a report and then you leave. The founder executes or doesn't. Mentoring is when you ask powerful questions, share your own scars, and help the founders find their own path. You don't have all answers, but you've seen the patterns. You say and you stay with startup through the ups and downs. In Russian acceleration, we emphasize mentoring over consulting because our founders often lack operational experience in commercializing deep tech. They need someone who's been through the procurement hell of a state-owned enterprise or the emotional roller coaster of a failed sales. And Russian accelerators have support specialists that accelerators in other countries don't have. We call them trackers. They are a cross between a mentor and an expert. Trackers are typically experienced entrepreneurs who have undergone specialized training in working with startups, and they are proficient in various frameworks such as customer development, jobs to be done, etc. The tracker's job is to help the team formulate and test hypotheses that will lead to achieving the accelerator's goals and to monitor the startup team's progress on all tasks during weekly sprints.
Wow. So you have introduced a new concept, tracker. So can you help us understand first what makes a great mentor, and what are the qualities that would one require to be a mentor to add value to it, and how founders can identify a great mentor, and how that mentor is different from tracker?
The key difference is the way how mentor and tracker works. The difference in their work is that mentor usually helps startups for free, and usually startups they can share an option in their company with a mentor, and a tracker usually works having a fee from accelerator organizers. This is the difference, and mentor can share his or her own experience, and he or she can say, look, I know that this thing worked well with different startups like yours, and you can implement it to your practice. I consider it will help you. But tracker usually asks questions that lead a startup founder to right decisions. This is the difference.
Thank you. And let's suppose if somebody wants to formulate or establish a new accelerator, what all will go into building or creating that accelerator program? So, what are the essential ingredients for it? Like the partners, the corporates, investor, governments, universities, funding, mentors. What all is required? So, I'm trying to understand the complete ecosystem of operating an accelerator.
The system is following. You need a budget, first of all, because acceleration requires finance, because you should pay trackers, you should pay experts if they need it, you should pay speakers, you invite to your acceleration program uh, to arrange different webinars or practice training for your accelerator tenants. And of course, you need right people. You should have a range of experts or trackers who lead startups who track them, and you need a range of mentors, and you need a range of partners who will help you to organize your accelerator. Usually, we run accelerators with state or corporate partners. They are interested in their specific goals and metrics, and we help them to achieve their goals within the scope of acceleration programs.
And how do you see, because you have touched upon the role of government, so how do you see the role of governments and the corporates in making a startup culture or this accelerator uh, a special purpose vehicle for the launch of these startup deep tech companies?
The role of government is massive but targeted. There are three key instruments in Russia. First one is Skolkovo Foundation. It provides grants up to 30 million rubles. It's approximately $350,000. Grants for R&D, tax breaks, and customs exemptions for imported equipment. But you must show matching private funding and clear commercialization milestones. The second one is Innovation Assistance Fund. It runs the START program, seed grants, and development program, scale grants. It's a very competitive program and highly disciplined reporting. And the third instrument is regional subsidies. Many regions, such as Tatarstan, Novosibirsk, Moscow Oblast, co-fund accelerator operating costs and offer rent free space, but demand job creation and tax revenue in return. So government support is a lever, but best founders use it to de-risk early R&D, but they never build a business model that depends on it. Grants are fuel, but not the engine. As for corporates, their role is critical. They are their anchor tenants. Russian corporates have also three roles. First one, demand generators. They publish challenges. For instance, reduce pipeline corrosion by 30% or something similar, and they select startups to pilot with them. The second role is core investing. Many corporates match government grants ruble for ruble or provide in-kind resources such as lab access, field testing sites, and industrial data. And the third role is exit buyers. In Russia, IPO and US European acquisitions are limited. And corporate acquisition is often the most realistic liquidity path. Savvy founders build for that exit from day one. But corporates are usually slow and bureaucratic. Accelerators act as translators, helping startups speak corporate language. Compliance, security, procurement cycles, and helping corporates speak startup language, speed, agility, risk tolerance. Without that bridge, both sides usually fail.
That's great. Can you help us understand what is the role of AI in the mentoring? Because I believe AI is also changing the way accelerators mentor startups. Can AI replace some aspects of mentoring, or what will be uniquely human, given that AI is anyway creeping in day by day into every part of life and also the businesses?
I consider AI is a tool, not a replacement, but a powerful one. We are already using AI in three main ways. In selection of startups, AI analyzes hundreds of accelerator applications and flags startups with statistically high survival rates. Team composition, traction, milestones, market timing, etc. It helps us screen faster, but humans still make the final decision. The second way is personalized learning path. AI curates content, case studies, regulatory guides, technical papers for each founder based on their industry and stage. And the third way is pitching checkups. Founders ask AI to check their pitch decks and product presentations. This helps them to find and correct many errors before meetings with investors or clients, and this increases conversions. What AI cannot do to build trust, challenge founders' ego, or see their unspoken emotional state behind everything is fine. The human mentors institution reading between the lines and remains irreplaceable. But I think in 5 years, every startup will have an AI commenter that tracks KPIs and suggests different kinds of decisions. But the breakthrough moments, the pivots, the different, the difficult conversations, the introductions to the right investor, these will always be human.
Wow. I'm actually impressed because your answers touch upon the psychology, business. I'm sure you have this great quality of reading people as well, because you always see through the people, and that is very evident from your answers as well. Okay, towards the last side of our discussion, I have prepared a very quick round, speed round for you, and you have to be very brief in your answers. I'll pose a question and then you answer one liner or maybe one word as you like. One quality
Okay.
every founder must possess.
Sorry, every founder.
One quality that every founder must possess, must have.
Mm. One found. Let me think. I think motivation. When a person is motivated and has a desire to achieve his goals, this is the main thing.
So it can be passion as well. The motivation,
Yes.
passion. Okay.
Yes.
And the next question is biggest startup myth.
Let me think. To create a fine product and then to sell it.
One book that every entrepreneur or a startup founder should read, as per you.
Ask Your Mom by Rob Fitzpatrick.
That's a great suggestion. One startup sector you would be most excited about.
Longevity.
Okay, and the last question, one lesson failure that taught you how to handle these startups the best.
To find a mentor, a good mentor.
Thank you. Thank you, Yulia. Thank you for your time and for today's discussion. It's a pleasure speaking with you again and hearing your thoughts about all the practice uh, and the perspectives that you have gone through with these companies, the startups, very young entrepreneurs. I truly appreciate your openness and you sharing this valuable experiences of yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sumiit, and I hope that our cooperation, I mean, between Russian and Indian startups and acceleration programs will become deeper.
Thank you. And have a great day. We'll connect soon.
Have a nice day too. Bye.
Bye.